Bringing up Find Treasure. I actually think Find Treasure would like hover in combat, you know, from above 20%. So cool in this light too. Oh man. I like how the inside of the houses are just pitch black. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. You know, one of my chief sort of things about Shadowlands and the new retail is it just doesn't look that cool. It doesn't look dark, edgy, medieval at all. It looks like a little kiddie Fruit Loop game, Fortnite, you know, for like little 6-year-olds running around little Vulpur, butt plug things. Like, I don't know. This is closer to the dream, you know, of having Warcraft be a little more Diablo-like. All right, bro. Let's get some boxes. Here's one right here. Why would you ever want to play WoW with a controller? Yeah. Are you gonna compete in the duo tourney? Probably not. I'll probably have to cast it, right? But there's some real big brains in the hardcore community right now. I was hoping to get some of these people to cast it. If you guys want to cast it, it takes a village, man. It really takes a village to get anything going. If you guys just want to like get involved with the community and you can do basic. Try it, guys. The hardcore. Here's the link to the Discord. Let me link it for you. And the Discord, yo, the Discord has almost 3K people in it, man. Like, this is not like a complete meme. Like, it's not a complete waste of your time. Like, you can take it seriously. I think we actually had some big streamers give it a shot and stuff. And you know, it's been pretty dead in there, even though there's 3K people. So, cannibalize is perfect for a word. True. Yeah, I should put that on my bars. Put Will the Forsaken. This is so different from Domino's. We're gonna have to like bind all this, and yeah, it's gonna be worth it though because I think it looks. What do you guys think watching this right now? Does the game look really nice right now? Is the add-on on Twitch mods? Nope. It's on some random abstract YouTube video with like 500 views on it. Because this is actually an add-on for retail WoW, and some guy, you know, jerry-rigged it to make it work for Classic. There's no settings for it or anything. There's no setting. There's no menu or anything like that. Yeah. Looks sick. All right, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you said it. Thank you for the feedback. Yeah, man. Like for this next hardcore cup. I want it to be dark, man. I want it to be edgy. I want it to look sick, man. Not like some cartoony bullshit. Like I want hardcore to be, you know, truly look like a different game mode. And I was talking to this guy who's an add-on developer. You know, we'll see how that goes. You know, it's really hard to get an add-on produced, but there's so many good ideas for an add-on. You know, if you ran this add-on, it would have a death counter. It would make your UI look like this. And one cool idea that the hardcore community had was that if someone dies in your guild, it's gonna put down a little marker. You know how what's that gathering add-on called that when you pick a node it puts a node on your location on your map? So if someone dies on your guild, it's gonna put a little like a gravestone there, like a tombstone, and you could even see maybe a little picture of the character and like a little bio of the character. You know, there's a lot of stuff to love with like the little communities, like the subculture of the hardcore guilds too, man. Like someone dies or puts the, you know, puts F in the chat, and like you just see someone leave the guild randomly. Hell yeah, slim winnings. Yeah, so we're gonna give this a shot. I don't know too much about the undead starting zone, which should make it pretty fresh. I'm gonna be following the Classic WoW.live leveling guide too, just to give me a little bit of a hand here. Where did I put it? Alright, so let me follow this. Pick up Root Awakening. Yeah, we're doing mindless ones. Okay. And grind till you have 79 copper. Weird, okay. Okay. Grind till I have 79 copper as well. Undead is my favorite starting zone by far. It just flows so well for my playstyle. Yeah, I have like very little experience playing it. And you know, I know it feels like half the time I'm streaming starting zone content. And I really want to follow through on the Hunter and get that guy to 60, and I will. You know, but I've been talking with the hardcore community the past couple days, and this is something bigger than just leveling a guy to level 60, you know. If there's one thing that I would want to have is, you know, if there's one thing I would want to be associated with for Classic, it would be hardcore. You know, not any of my leveling guides or any of that bullshit. Like, half of that shit is just cringe at this point, but hardcore, dude, is badass. Like, I've never seen something encapsulate the spirit of the game so well than this mode. You know, so for those of you wondering what this even is, maybe there's a couple of you, we're playing with one life. You have one life. You're just immortal, right? And oh, by the way, there's this one dude who hit 60 twice in the heart. He's been playing this whole time, and he had thousands of gold on his mains, and he gave away all his gear, sold all, you know, just gave away his gold, his gear, and he's just been playing hardcore for like months, and he's learned so much, like way more than me or anything. And he had 60 on a rogue and a mage, and he was telling me just all about his findings and everything, and why he loves it, and shit got me hyped, man. I don't know, the guides are kind of cringe because some of it is for private servers, right? And then you just learn stuff over time, and it didn't, you know, nothing, as soon as you make a guide, it's kind of outdated, you know, like, it's just, if I do guides in the future, I'm going to try and do it in a different way, where you just kind of tell people more or less the general broad strokes, and then let them decide for themselves. And instead of saying, oh, this is the best, oh, you get this, you get this, you get this. First of all, it's not that serious. Second of all, yeah. I don't know. Alright, so far this is pretty sick. Killing some zombies, man. Does anyone know the current UI? People are already asking, huh? That's sick. One thing, if I could change the UI right now, I tried to see if I could. I'm not a coder. Maybe there's a coder in the chat or something, but if we could change this green to red, so it's like Diablo, you know? See this bubble right here? If we could change that to red, that would be ideal, right? Yeah. Forsaken Warrior is my favorite? Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're just made. I don't know if we'll play this guy much, you know? We're just giving it a shot. I just, I felt like the undead zones would feel the most like Diablo, you know? Feel the most like you're in Tristram and stuff, right? You know, imagine you have this Diablo-looking UI, but you're in Elwyn Forest. It's gonna look weird. All the little birds chirping and the, you know, butterflies and shit, and fucking orchards and stuff. Trying to create that like dark, edgy feel, you know? Can't do that in combat. Why am I in combat with what? Critter? Forsaken Warrior Best. Yeah, animations look pretty cool. So if we survive that long, I would want to go dual wield with this guy again, you know? Like we did with the troll. Go dual wield and swap the two-hander for overpower procs and all that stuff. Haven't played Diablo in a while, but does the screen flash or anything when you're close to death with this UI? You know, I'm not sure. I have zero experience with this UI, bro. This is just absolutely new to me. And again, you are not really setting yourself up to be a power gamer with this, hiding your friggin' nameplates in the bottom right, but for hardcore, it's fucking sick, man. Perfect zone for a one life hardcore too, literally risen from the grave. I know, man, I know. And okay, here's the other huge change for hardcore. Let me know what you guys think about this. Oh, Perfect Stealth. What's up, man? How you going? How's it going, man? New UI. Yes. Just for this hardcore like guy, you know, this Diablo, because yeah, you can't really use this UI like for real. You got me addicted to hardcore. Yeah, here's the link to the Discord, man. If we can get a shot of life back into it and get it going again, get a pulse going again. Hardcore Community Cup 4 coming on. So here's one thing. Type a 1 in the chat if you tried hardcore. If you tried it, if you gave it an honest shot before, and also let me know your feedback, your takeaway from it. Like, one big issue we had with hardcore is that people would, just the average gamer, right? They would level up to maybe the teens and they would die, and then they give it a shot and that was it. The stickiness wasn't quite there and people would fall off, right? So creating a sense of progression, like past just your one character dying, and getting that fresh character, like, you know, hype, instill. Okay, here's the idea. Let me just get into the idea. Think carefully about this. Have an open mind, guys, because anytime you're trying to do a change, people are going to start saying, you know, saying things. But you can now send stuff to your other hardcore characters, okay? Now, it's really going to make a big damper on the ability to enforce stuff, but at the same time, what do we got right now? You know, it's on life support right now, the community, like, and what that will do is it will make it so when one of your characters dies, you will at least be hyped that you have a whole suite of characters of every class that all have one life, and that you could send like a little extra 6-slot bag to your mage or your rogue or something like that. Or because it happened a bunch of times to the people that really actually religiously play hardcore, an epic would drop or a really nice blue would drop and they couldn't use it or anything like that, right? So you have to send it before you die, obviously. To it, so it's like a shared stash. So when someone plays hardcore, they're not just making one character, they're creating like 9 characters or whatever it is, or 8 characters, and they, like, their screen is every class right now with one life, right? So, you know, even if you die, you're gonna feel like, oh, yo, at least I have some good shit over on my level 5 rogue or whatever. Like, he's gonna be off to a good start. I know people saying no mailbox. I hear you, bro. I hear you on that big time. But what I would say is, like, let's just try it. What else is there? You know, no, not that many people are playing it right now. And at the end of the day, what's the goal? To get 60, right? And it's like a personal thing. I mean, you're not really winning any medals. You can get some clout for it, but the clout is only worth a damn if people actually play it, right? And I'd say I was skeptical too, man, because having all these little specific rules that seem so arbitrary for a game mode would be like a turn-off for me. Like, if I was new, I'd be like, yo, why is it so specific and shit? But for the people who actually play hardcore a lot, like every day for weeks this whole time, because there are some people that have been playing for the past months and months. I can't believe it. They've been keeping the dream alive, talking in the Discord. They have a small little community, maybe like a dozen people on the Alliance side who talk to each other, and they have leveled. This one guy I was telling you about who had 260s, he was leveling rogue, right? He had a rogue die at 49, like 50, 52, and he kept fucking making a new rogue, you know? Yeah, I mean, ultimately, and what he said, right? So honestly, that guy who is level 2 hardcore 60s, I feel like he has the best opinion on this, because I haven't. I've honestly, my performance is dog shit compared to a lot of these people. Like, you know, I got my highest hardcore crit was like 36 or something. But he was saying that you know, even if you have full epics on and you're twinked out, it's very hard to not die in this game. It is very hard to not die in this game, you know, and like just not dying and getting to 60 in general is really tough. And I'm pretty sure I've said that in the past too. So let me see if there's any feedback. If you die, any items in your inventory or bank are lost because your character is dead and no longer